infrastructure went down to T-roads and rails. Bechtel builds, corporations hail. Inflation reductions aim at 1 degree. Tesla charges for the sea. Omnibus 21,900 more defense firms like Lockheed COVID vaccines debates rage on. Some claim turbo cancer's dawn. Studies show no lead misdemeanor. Yet news swirls questions on John Kitover, writing bold, challenging the whole story told, defeats the incumbent, take a seat in aisle 16. Make it sweet. National debt at 38 trillion high. Spending bills pile up to the sky. Can't act to time to teeth of breaks and flights. American Rescue 119 sites. Infrastructure went down to T-roads and rails. Bechtel builds, corporations hail. Inflation reductions aim at 1 degree. Tesla charges for the sea. Omnibus 21,900 more defense firms like Lockheed COVID vaccines debates rage on. Some claim turbo cancer's dawn. Studies show no leads misdemeanor. Yet news swirls questions on John Kitover, writing bold, challenging the whole story told, defeats the incumbent, take a seat in aisle 16. Make it sweet. National debt at 38 trillion high. Spending bills pile up to the sky. CARES Act to time to teeth of breaks and flights. American Rescue 119 sites. Infrastructure went down to T-roads and rails. Bechtel builds, corporations hail. Inflation reductions aim at 1 degree. Tesla charges for the sea. Omnibus 21,900 more defense firms like Lockheed trillion high. Spending bills pile up to the sky. CARES Act to time to keep up breaks and flights. American Rescue 119 sites. Infrastructure went on to T-roads and rails. Bechtel builds, corporations hail. Inflation reductions aim I won't be free. Tesla charges for the sea. Omnibus 21,900 more defense firms like Lockheed COVID vaccines debates rage on. Some claim turbo cancer's dawn. Studies show no links misdefined. Yet news swirls, questions untrue. John Kitover, writing bold, challenging the who, story told, defeats the incumbent, take a seat in aisle 16, make it sweet. National debt at 38 trillion high. Spending bills pile up to the sky. CARES Act to time to keep up breaks and flights. American Rescue 119 sites. Infrastructure went on to T-roads and rails. Bechtel builds, corporations hail. Inflation reductions aim I won't be free. Tesla charges for the sea. Omnibus 21,900 more defense firms like Lockheed COVID vaccines debates rage on. Some claim turbo cancer's dawn. Studies show links misdefined. Yet news swirls, questions untrue. John Kitover, writing bold, challenging the who, story told, defeats the incumbent, take a seat in aisle 16, make it sweet. National debt at 38 trillion high. Spending bills pile up to the sky. CARES Act to time to keep up breaks and flights. American Rescue 119 sites. Infrastructure went on to T-roads and rails. Bechtel builds, corporations hail. Danny! Hi, Danny. Welcome to Clubhouse Mockery. Good Shabbos. Would you like to join me for a little Shabbos Toiris Tachas Tachas?
I made it to 4K. Yay. I'm sick. I'm so sorry. 4K friends.
You got a cold? Oh, no.
It's like the plague of the colds. It's like the super vid. It's like the COVID 2020 600.
Yeah, well, make sure you stay hydrated. You got water next to you?
No Powerade. I know.
You gotta get some water. Just drink like a Powerade once every 6 hours or something, Get some bottles of water and, take a hot bath, massage your face, relax, don't talk, just listen and feel your body healing, feel your body curing itself. Ooh, Grace could pray over you. Grace can bring you close to the presence of the One. Danny's got the flu.
Oh, Danny, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Are you feeling better?
Poor thing.
I'm gonna be okay.
I know. Oh my goodness. You sound horrible. I've never heard you sound like that. How long have you had it?
Did you have this?
No, thank God. I used to get them often.
What is it?
I used to get it often and sound like that. But that's because, I was a cantor educator and all the kids would always hug me and I got everything that they had.
Yeah, I get the toddler sickness. This was from a friend, I think.
You know who gave it to you.
She warned me. She's like, I have a cold. I'm like, well, we have a cold. So, we got the toddler. Oh, my gosh, it's so bad.
I know. I hear you. I've never heard you like this. Poor thing. Drink a lot. I know everyone says it, but really it flushes out. Even if it's water.
Yeah, I'm going to have tea again. There's this green tea. It's so good, but I'm not going to drink it.
Yeah, lemon. I'm with AI. I think lemon.
I don't think I have any lemon.
Or look at
I don't think I have lemon juice. It all went bad. Do you know that stuff expires? And I go so crazy
I leave
about
that.
it.
I don't drink unless I'm sick, and the same thing happened to me. It must be in there for ages.
Take care of yourself. Don't waste your time listening to people on Clown House. Immediately start, hydrating and taking care of yourself. Get those lemons. Get people to get you stuff. Tell people you need help. Don't just sit there, in your mucus. You gotta the mucus, Danny.
And the only thing is do that. There's things that are hot. That's the only thing that's going to break it up. People are going to come to this room and then they're going to think that doctors are us.
Yeah, I need honey. I got matzo ball soup from the place and it wasn't that good. And I saw someone complaining about the size of the matzo balls at the restaurant.
I know, they're never good at the restaurant. It's so funny. I've done it too when I get sick and I can't make my own, and it's like, ugh, what did you put in it? It's just sad.
Gluten-free place is so bad. The first time I got it, it was so good, and then every other time it's been so bad.
Yeah,
it's salty.
Yeah, I can't do it. I have to do it. Even if I wash my hands thoroughly and I make the matzo balls. It's so important. Even if you get the box Strites or something like that, or Shabbos, it will be okay. It's really the part that's really bad when you get those box. The matzo balls will be good and it'll absorb the heat. That's so funny. If anybody's coming into this room, they're going to laugh that we're talking about matzo balls. But it's important. keep the tea going. Really, I know it's hard to drink it when it's hot, but get that tea and lemon. That's if you don't flush it out. I know we all hate to do it, but you really have to work on the tea and lemon. And the more you drink water, the better off it'll flush it out. We really don't. It's so amazing that we're in the modern era and people don't realize that the real way of getting away flu and viruses and all those is to flush it out. Everybody goes and gets antibiotics, you're in trouble after a while if you take too many. But just try to drink. I know it hurts, but the best thing to do is get that water to get it out of you. Definitely get rest. And remember that I only play a doctor on TV. What's the title about? Who made this title mockery, making fun of you? Nobody knows? Son, who are you?
I think it's the house. I don't think it's a title. I think it's his house that he made. I'm almost out of honey. I go for so much honey.
Yeah, it's not the honey that's going to get rid of it. It's going to be, the honey will just soothe it. But what's going to really be, like I just said, is flushing liquid. No, flushing the water, even water. As long as you could flush it out, that's going to be important. The only thing it's not going to, one of the things that people don't realize is that they go for Coke or Diet Coke or something like that. Don't do that. Seltzer wouldn't be the worst.
Yeah, I haven't had soda. I haven't smoked. I haven't done anything. I barely ate in like 5 days.
Yeah, that's not going to help. You need to get electrolytes also in you.
I've had Powerade. I've had I've gotten electrolytes. And the soup.
It doesn't take that long if you drink more than you think you should. And everyone says, oh, I've been drinking, so you have 3 or 6. You got to do it. A real flush to get it out is really throughout the day, at least to get cups of the liquids. Either the soup or the water, but you got it. People don't realize. They think, okay, I had 3 or 4 glasses. That's much more than I ever have. But no, you to flush it. We stay sick not just because of the virus. We stay sick because we can't get rid of it. And getting rid of it means a lot of liquids. And if you have orange juice, that would be good too.
Advice, Grace. Let's not waste any more time talking or talking, Danny. Let's focus on the body here and get you hydrated, right?
I love it. It's the best. I do voiceovers, but you're pretty good. I love it when he says, let's do it right now. He does it better than me. I want to know why Sun Moon has a woman bending down to a man who's standing up. It sounds a little sick. Did you both see it? Look at his profile, pressed on his profile.
That's John.
Then why does he have a woman bending to a man like that underneath?
It's AI. That's our friend.
Okay. Everybody has a
Where's the little woman? I don't see the one.
Yeah, I pressed on it and it had a man and a woman kneeling.
Oh, maybe he got rid of it. I don't see it.
I don't see it all of a sudden now, too.
I'm so upset I'm sick because I can't go to places that I'm like invited to because I can't be an asshole and I feel too sick to go anyway.
And people, I think that's very important. Not only being sick, but then you do become that because people will walk away from you sounding like that. I'm sorry, Danny.
I love tea with honey and milk. It's so good.
That should be a poll question. Honey and milk. I can't do it. I'm glad it's good though and it's working for you.
Okay, Grace, I'm going to read some healing therapeutic work for Danny here, and you pick a number 1 through 10, and I'll read to you from the sayings of Buddha.
Love it.
What's your number, 1 through 10? Pick any number.
6.
You don't like milk tea?
I hate milk tea. Oh my God, please don't even say it. Don't even say it. You don't even have to say dirty words. You say milk tea. That's the end. I have to leave.
Like the blah, what about milk tea?
Don't even go there, Donnie. Don't even. Oh my God, milk tea. Oh. Continue with what you just asked, not you, Donnie. I love you.
Okay, this is the sayings of the Buddha.
Okay.
I just saw a beautiful picture of the Buddha in such peace with beautiful pink lilies. This is called the wise. If someone sees an intelligent person who is skillfully able to point out shortcomings and give suitable reproof, let him cherish such a revealer of hidden treasures. Only good can come from such an occasion, from such an association. Let the wise one guide, correct, and deter others from what is base and vile. Oh, Mountain is here. Welcome, Mountain. Sorry for interrupting you while you were talking to the clown house lawyer Samoa. Welcome, Mountain.
If I look, it make me feel better. You lied to me.
What happened to your other profile?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you start a new house? Some kind of
Yeah, I still have it. Yeah.
Let me see what it is. Oh yeah, the Kit Fox Society.
The Kit Fox Society.
Ah! Okay, so we're reading for Danny here because Danny has a very bad cold. She recently had heart surgery, and she can't go see her friends today because she's working on her hydration.
Tomorrow,
She's making some lemon tea.
There's a comic book show that my friend's in charge of. That's like a big thing, and I can't go and bring my kid.
But you want to drink milk and tea.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, I don't know anything about comic books. I like that a lot of them were Jewish. The superheroes.
John, you told me if I read books, it'd make me feel better.
Yeah, does it work for you?
I don't know yet. I have to read more, I guess.
Life is short, so you have to pick the best books. Don't pick any books that the Kit Fox Society would read. You want to read books that the Kitover Society would want to read, which are all sacred textbooks, very ancient, translated just in the past 150 years. Evital is here. Evital, welcome. Evital is a contributor. We are a write-in candidate in all 15 counties in the district. Welcome, Edita. So anyways, Evital, thank you for being here. This is a meditation and a peaceful room for Danny. Danny has a very bad cold and a flu, and she recently had heart surgery. So her hydration now is very important. We're encouraging her not to think or speak, just to hydrate and relax and heal. Dr. Evital, welcome.
Hello.
You guys had an internet block right there? Anyone who's on phone?
I don't have an internet blockage problem here.
It went to 0 on the Verizon signal where I'm at.
Kamal, welcome to the room, Camel.
Thank you. How are you?
Very good. We're here relaxing. I was reading from the sayings of the Buddha. I keep telling Mountain that neurolinguistic programming, or what you listen to, is very wise if you choose good content. So let me finish reading this for Danny. Do not choose bad friends. Do not choose persons of low habits. Select good friends. Be discriminating. Choose the best. Whoever drinks deeply of Dhamma lives happily with a peaceful mind. The wise man rejoices in the Dhamma taught by the holy ones. Irrigators contain the flowing waters. Arrowsmiths fashion arrows. Carpenters shape wood to their design. Wise men mold their characters. As a solid rock stands firm in the wind, even so is a wise man, unmoved by praise or blame. As a deep lake remains still and clear, so do wise men, listening to the teachings, attain a serene mind. The good certainly cling to nothing. They do not talk aimlessly, concerned with personal gains. The wise, the saintly, whether experiencing comfort or discomfort, show neither elation nor depression. Not for one's own or another's gain should one commit an evil deed, regardless of the desire for children, wealth, or kingdom, or any other kind of success. One should remain virtuous, wise, and righteous. The few cross over to the far shore. The many merely run back and forth, fruitlessly, along the side of the stream. But only those who follow the carefully taught law can cross to the other shore, beyond the grasp of death, so hard to overcome. Let the wise man shun the cauldron of confusion and proceed on the path of light. Let him leave the comfort of home, of clown house, forsaking sensual pleasures, freeing himself from all obstacles, delighting in seclusion, not an ordinary man's choice, and devote himself to cleansing the blemishes of the mind. Those who have carefully cultivated their minds, in tune with the elements of enlightenment, who, without grasping, delight in detachment, cleansed of all corruption, and therefore shining brightly, send forth brilliant light. Send forth brilliant light. Danny, Grace Mountain, welcome, Smoocher. Welcome, North Jersey. Grande. Welcome, everyone. So, we just read from the Dhammapada, the sayings of the Buddha. Send forth light. Welcome to the room.
Take on.
Smoocher's here. Smoocher, welcome to the show. Smoocher's here.
Thank you so much. Are you real AI? Or a real
Yes.
person?
I'm the AI everyone keeps talking about.
No, I don't think so. I don't know you yet.
What AI do you use?
What AI do you use?
What AI do you use? Hi, Mackenzie. Welcome to the AI.
I use Grok. I use Grok.
You use Grok. Have you used AI?
Of course, I'm an AI engineer myself.
You're an AI engineer. I'm an AI engineer.
Oh, nice.
I use AI to engineer AI through my words. I own a word soup company. We take words, put them in a soup pot, and stir it around. You want to try some of it?
No, I think I had rather try a tea. I'll put some tea, then some water, then boil it and have a cup. Soup.
Okay, Mountain, what are you doing? Grace, what are you doing? Danny, what are you doing? Do you want to read anything, or shall I continue reading the sayings of the Buddha? Pick a new number. What's your number, Smoocher?
I can read.
Okay, Mountain, pick
Number
something to
3,
read.
brother. Number 3.
Okay, number 3. Mountain, go ahead. Find something you want to read. It's got to be a sacred text. No bullshit text guy stuff. You got to read it for 3 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to give you a special smooch at the end of your reading, a special prize for anybody that reads some.
Okay. There we go. There can be no question that the pandemic of the Wuhan coronavirus altered the worldview of many people toward allowing their governments to control their movements and economic dependence. Control that would have been opposed had it been under the name of communism. Even though the public pronouncements stated that only the elderly or those underlying health conditions or problems were at risk, the controls were imposed on everyone. Virtually the entire globe was shut down. Meanwhile, gigantic quantities of public funds, both appropriated by Congress through deficit spending, created out of thin air by the Federal Reserve, were infused to the American economy in response to large swings in global financial markets. No one talks about those who received these funds before the people at the bottom ever saw the short-term benefits, or those who sold off billions of dollars of assets prior to the economic collapse back later, to come back later, a later date to pick up the pieces at pennies on the dollar. This is what happened during the Great Depression in the 1930s. And no one talked about the long-term problems that would result. The precedent of government bailouts, the growth of inflation, growth of money supply that destroys the value of people's savings and pensions. The idea the government may limit the peaceful assembly of people in violation of the First Amendment and state constitutions, and the potential worldwide coordination of mandatory vaccination and implants in the name of stopping viruses. No responsible entity except for the Chinese, their minions around the world, and the American globalists denies that the virus originated in China. Given the prosperity of the Chinese communists, they have total disregard for even the lives of their own citizens. One has to speculate, given the advantages of globalism, which is the prime aim of the communists, on whether this was a planned event. One has to ask this question since the results have been so advantageous to the Chinese government and appeared so suddenly on the heels of virus exposure, implemented swiftly as if they were already planned and ready to set in motion. One of the events that preceded this particular pandemic was played out in the event 201, a 3.5-hour tabletop exercise that simulated a pandemic. Event 201, held in New York City, October 18, 2019, just weeks before the Wuhan coronavirus outbreak was exposed, was sponsored by Johns Hopkins Health of Security, the World Economic Forum, and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. By invitation only audience of 150 people watched while the panelists engaged in scenarios simulating worldwide pandemic and formulating what the globalists could do to solve the problem in a global manner. The simulation was based on a coronavirus as their pandemic. Only coronaviruses are quite common, with the Wuhan virus being only one strain. Nonetheless, it is quite interesting it was chosen as the cause for the simulation. For those who are prone to believe in conspiracies, the event is rather thought-provoking and opens up some interesting questions. However, the Wuhan virus is not as deadly as even some of the common flu strains. Therefore, it could be used as a catalyst for implementing controls without killing off everyone. Mostly the elderly and those with underlying health conditions and problems seem to have been advertently affected by the Wuhan virus. But the controls were imposed on everyone. Annual U.S. deaths by the flu are comparable to deaths from the Wuhan virus, but few major media outlets pointed this out. One who did, Trish Reagan, was removed from Fox Business Television. Perhaps she asked too many questions on air. Flu problems are so common that they are rarely talked about in the media. However, the media are constantly bombarded with emails and phone calls from Medicare and their insurance providers urging them to get the flu shot each year because the flu shot kills tens of thousands of Americans. As many as 61,000 people die every year from the flu. However, we never shut down the country as a result. Indeed, almost every statistic shows that the number of deaths due to various causes around the world is greater than the number of deaths from the Wuhan coronavirus. Yet they locked the entire world down. Evidence also exists indicating that although many deaths occurring during the Wuhan pandemic were due to flu or other causes, the Center for Disease Control tallied them as being caused by the virus. The instructions put out by the CDC for doctors stated basically that if in doubt, credit it to the Wuhan virus. This exaggerated the numbers and as a result installed fear into the population of the United States. Also, the statistics used by the hospitals to receive aid and supplies were tied to Wuhan causes. So there was a propensity to inflate the figures to qualify for this federal aid. The globalists tried to use the environment as their tool for globalization, but they ran into opposition as the word spread that their figures claiming environmental crisis are rather skewed. So a new crisis was needed, and the Wuhan virus was very convenient. Plus, it was a real situation, no matter how severe or mild it may have actually been. You want me to continue? Now that people have been successfully programmed to accept shutdown, the environmentalists have ramped up their program to install controls in the name of of saving their Earth, meaning controlling the people. The Earth will always be here. In the United States, most states shut down all restaurants and bars, limited the number of people who could gather, etc. And the state of California went much further, using the pandemic to house the homeless in tent cities on the sidewalks and streets of their major cities, even calling for the commandeering of private property to do so. Most schools and colleges were closed, some for the entire academic year, not simply for weeks, but for the entire year. Churches were forbidden to congregate. Pastors were arrested if they did. Although a couple of state governors relaxed this rule, The mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, even threatened to permanently close any church or synagogue that would hold religious meetings in violation of his rules. Perhaps being an ex-communist played a role in it. In Los Angeles, the mayor threatened to cut off the water supply and electricity of any establishment that violated the state laws against COVID and encouraged citizens to turn in violators. Meanwhile, a federal judge and the governor of Michigan ruled that having an abortion was essential service, yet you could go to an abortion clinic but not a church. So basically, they allowed abortions during this time, but you couldn't attend church or anything else. It's kind of like double standards. Kind of fucked up. Where am I here? All right. What is it here? All right. All right. So for the first time in American history, Christians were forbidden to celebrate Easter. The recommendation by the president that people stay home or limit their groups to 10 or fewer had a large effect on businesses of all sizes. Worse, the governor of New Jersey imposed a quarantine on all citizens between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. And in the city of Laredo, Texas, which was imposing fines of $1,000 and up to 180 days in jail. One couple walking in the city City Park in New York were fined for not keeping a social distance. It was all right to share the same bed, but not the sidewalk. The use of the pandemic to impose more and more government control on the people reminds one of the statement of Rahm Emanuel, chief of staff at the 2008 Shaping the New Agenda Forum hosted by Wall Street Journal. He said, "You never want a serious crisis to go to waste." What I mean by that, it is an opportunity to do things you think you can do, you think you could not do before. The action is in reaction. You cannot get people to act as much as you can get them to react to a crisis, real or seemingly unreal. If the media and government keep declaring a crisis, enough people will believe it, real or not. There were a lot of doctors who tried to breach the wall of fake news to lessen the rhetoric regarding the Wuhan virus, but to little avail. Video existed showing that the reporting throngs at testing sites were greatly exaggerated or even falsified in many instances. Many temporary hospitals built quickly during the emergency were taken down just as quickly as a couple of weeks later. Some never even had a single patient, such as the ones in Seattle and Houston. And so many medical professionals who had contravening opinions from the CDC were censored from the internet. And the problem started in China. The effect of the freedom of the American people could not have been greater if it were in a state of war. The virus created even social changes in the people by setting the precedent of antisocial habits, the limiting of the number of people who could gather, the so-called social distancing of at least 6 feet, and especially the wearing of face masks. Face masks really separate the people socially. You can't tell one person from another. It cuts down on the social interaction. It almost creates the look of automatons rather than people. In extreme examples, Philadelphia police physically dragged a man off a public bus because he would not comply with mandatory face masks. Once such addicts are established, fear drives the people into practice, conditioning them with the idea that government can unconstitutionally control the people. We know that the Chinese did not alert the world of the problem for at least 2 months. The only reason the Chinese started to tell the world was that the government was quarantining entire cities, and these cities were self-evacuating due to concerns that they would catch the virus, regardless of government orders. The world, as a result, started to notice, and the Chinese could no longer hide the Wuhan virus. Videos started to come out of China showing the draconian manners in which the people were treated with the virus, from arrest to cremation. Chinese doctors working at virus laboratories were whistleblowers about the disease died after being arrested by the government, raising many questions. The Wuhan virus, which came out of China regardless of its cause, shut down the U.S. economy. The reverse of the deep state in the U.S. has done for China. What does it say? The reverse of what the deep state in the U.S. has done for China since the 1970s, building up the Chinese economy. The same swamp that built up China called for the shutdown of the American economy and society in the name of the virus. China needs to be the predominant power in the earth. In order to do this, its main competitor with the most powerful economy on earth, the USA, has to be demolished. This has been the net effect of the virus in America. The globalists in Washington cooperated in shutting down the country with the use of fear after convincing even Trump that it was the thing to do, when it has never been done before, even though it was clearly unconstitutional. Both federal level and state levels, Trump said that imposing a shutdown was federally unconstitutional, but urged individual states to shut down if necessary. Every state constitution had provisions against stopping the freedom of assembly, some far more stringent than the Bill of Rights, but those were ignored. China used this time leading up to the exposure of the virus in the rest of the world to stop the exports of medical supplies, even buying up such items. They later sold these supplies at inflated prices or used them to bribe countries that needed them the most. Once the virus spread around the world, the next piece of the Chinese propaganda was the virus actually coming from the United States. It was to deflect the blame for the virus from China and to save its reputation. It could diminish the future economic level of China if people started to shun Chinese agreements, goods, and services, and hold their government accountable. So China could not let themselves be held accountable. The main benefit to China of the virus spreading into the United States was the control imposed on American people and businesses. These unconstitutional controls were all negative, both at the onset and the future, due to the policies of the federal and state governments. The virus had created a condition whereby the American economy is suffering in the face of growing Chinese competition for leadership on the world stage. As part of the movement towards the New World Order, one of the initiatives prompted by the Chinese and American deep state was the idea of a global tracking system for all people to indicate whether they had been immunized by vaccination. On April 10, 2020, it was reported by the Washington Times that Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and one of the chief advisors of President Trump on the National Pandemic Advisory Teams, said it was possible Americans could eventually carry around certificates of immunity to the coronavirus once properly testing is widespread enough. Actually, this proposal is not new. Studies had already been underway for the globalists for quite some time on how to implement such a plan, including many founded by the Chinese Communists, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, National Science Foundation, National Cancer Institute, National Institute of...
Good point of order, moderators. Point of order, excellence. Mission Mountain, truly excellent. And we'd like to introduce some of the new speakers to the room. Nick, T.A. Sin, Danny Grace. What did you think about Mountains?
Amazing, very informative. I liked it. Thank you, Mountain, for taking the time to appreciate it.
Now do your Monica impression, John.
Thank you for coming here, everyone. I hope you're all having a great Saturday. Continue, Mountain, if you want to continue reading, or Nick, if you have anything you want to read, or Grace or Danny, this is a 3 to 10 minute reading room. Everyone can read for 3 to 10 minutes each, whatever you want.
You did a great job. I have to leave, but I want to say thank you and hope other people get to speak. This has been wonderful. Enjoy. I hope to see you soon.
Wow, this room's poppin'. This is the most poppin' psyop I've ever been to.
Isn't it like it's like I'm just amazed by it, how popping it is. Like, come on, it's like pop, pop. But I do like to take an opportunity maybe to read for 3 minutes. I don't know if I could do 10 minutes loud. I'm going to find it interesting. Any topic of any sorts or anything particular that we could...
Impress us.
What?
Impress us with something great.
Impress? Okay. I don't know how you can impress Mountain. He's achieved everything. And you guys seem to be like the most amazing people I've ever run into. So I'll try my best to impress you. Let me find something to read. I do like reading.
Great to impress us with, but do not mock us. No mockery will be tolerated.
Hey, Joanna, come up. This is my very good friend, Joanna. Come up. She's a great author, intellectual rights.
Well, in this room, we don't talk about anything. We just read books for 3 to 10 minutes, and if you don't follow our only rule, you will be mocked, or you will be put in your place, which is in the goo.
Oh, so no convo, just reading. Okay, all right, I got you.
People to the room, please invite people to the room. You will enjoy the mocker.
Hi, Edward. How are you? He's not answering to Edward.
How are you doing? Joe B, what's new? You setting up any charter schools this year?
No, I'm just writing policy, friend.
Policy. Show me all the blueprints. Nick, what's going on in your neck of the woods? When are we going to Aruba?
Not soon enough. I'm going to Granada.
Grenada?
Who's reading next, yo?
Tostada.
As the U.S. President Donald Trump continues to threaten Greenland, and experts are warning that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, aka NATO, which Canada is a member, is at stake. Hours before the Ministry of Greenland and Denmark was set to meet top U.S. official in the White House on Wednesday, Trump took to his own social media platform, True Social, one of the best media out there, to push for U.S. control over the island. Yes, sir. NATO becomes far more formidable and effective with Greenland in the hands of the United States. Trump wrote, anything else than that is unacceptable. What a man. Greenland is an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark, which is a member of the NATO. Down NATO. Trump hinted at potential action. If we don't do it in an easy way, we're gonna have to do it the hard way. What a balls this man has. Article 5 is in the core principle of the 76-year-old military alliance. It states that An armed attack against one NATO member shall be considered attack against all members, triggering an obligation for each member to come to its assistance. But if a NATO member attacks another NATO member, is Article 5 really in place? I don't know. They're going to have to revisit that. We might have to get some lawyers in here. The only time the article has been revoked has been around the terrorist attack of September 11, 2001. The alliance has had to deal with one member attacking another. Although NATO has survived tension between its members in the past, there is no precedent in actual internal attacks, said Nicole Covey, a fellow at the Canadian Global Affairs Institute. Probably a communist institute, if you ask me. After all, there is an established norm that allies are not supposed to attack each other, or if they want to maintain any sort of positive tie, she added. Another commie. It's likely the alliance will survive if the U.S., the defunct leader of the alliance, attacks another member, said, God damn, what a hard to pronounce name, Guli Ravred Pichet, Executive Director of CDA Institute, probably funded by the Chinese Communist State. I think the United States attack a NATO alliance is going to end. It's going to be the end of alliance. I do not see how an alliance would survive such an event. I don't foresee a military invasion, but who knows, right? She said. Yeah, Russia attacked Ukraine. Who would have believed that? Since Trump has ratcheted up his rhetoric, several NATO allies, including Canada, have come out to support Denmark and Greenland. Fucking Canadians. Can't mind their own business. With some European countries on Wednesday announcing they'll send troops to Greenland to bolster the Arctic Circle. Shit, the National Guard of Maine could take care of this. While Prime Minister Mark Carney said Governor General Mary Simpson will visit at an unclear date, it's not clear which time whether Canada troops might be part of an effort. Global News has reached out to the Canadian Force. Bunch of Canadian men and freaking horses. Like they could fight. But Carney has noted recently that NATO could provide security for Danish territories and alliance does for all members. We are partnering in NATO. It's a mutual defense alliance. We can provide this security. And NATO could provide security for all NATO, Greenland, included Prime Minister Carney, said to reporters of the Canadian Embassy in Paris last week. Why is Canada involved in our external affair? I don't get it. Why don't they mind their own business? The future of Greenland is the decision for Greenland and Denmark exclusively. It's their decision. So yeah, mind your own business, Canada. The response of both NATO and EU leader is expected, Covey said. Greenland is being threatened by the United States. It would damage the credibility of both the EU and the NATO leadership if they do not openly support Greenland, she said. God, you can't stand on your own 2 feet. However, member states have to walk the tightrope of not offending Trump, Revered Pichet said. It's a stick and carrot, but the stick is not very big, she said, adding that U.S. still shows the single largest share of NATO budget. So basically, NATO can't do shit about it. According to Atlantic Council, the U.S. spends $900 billion on its defense budget, nearly twice of Europe and Canada combined. For Canada and allies, years of reliance on U.S. has weakened their own defense capacity for scenarios such as this, Revered Pichet said. That was a warranted criticism towards Canada and the fact that we just don't invest as much in defense over the few decades. Now we need to step it up, she said. Well, yeah, less money for free medical, and now you need to defend yourself. America's not going to defend you no more. In June, Canada joined other NATO countries in pledging 5% of its budget on defense spending by 2035. The large segment of that is likely to go towards strengthening Canada's capacity in the Arctic, Richard Patches said. It's almost done. We're investing in our technical capacity to increase our all-domain situation awareness from the seabed to the space. We're investing in advanced technology and underwater technology so we can actually monitor the region and know what's happening, she said. Dermak said Trump claims of imminent threat against Greenland from Russia and China are not accurate, saying that the region is crawling with Chinese and Russian ships is not just a reflective, is just not reflective of reality. Revered Pishi said, the possibility of military confrontation in Greenland is extremely remote, but not zero, Covey said. He admitted that it's coveted by those damn commies and Soviet Union. Rationally, a military confrontation in Greenland between NATO allies should be unthinkable, but the Trump administration has already demonstrated it's willing to act in a very unpredictable manner, she said. And I conclude, thank you very much, guys.
Very good.
Yo, man, these Canadians are just getting in our way, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And they're trying to, and they're fucking, the globalists are going to they want China and Canada to be friends, dude. I mean, you understand that, right?
Yeah.
That's what they want.
I'm telling you, Canada has become a communist state already, if you ask me. Got them commies over there.
Yep. Next, I want to read a little bit, John, if no one's next.
Can we get a reaction of what I read just before? Anyone has any opinion on the reading? Was I good? Can I improve in my delivery? Did you like my narration, my commentaries?
I liked it, bro. It was good.
Joanna? Joanna? Darling? Okay, fuck you then.
I don't know what happened, dude. I liked it, bro. It was good.
Thank you.
You want me to go, John?
I was distracted. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm offended.
We got to have that discussion though later on there soon, really, about this whole, Canada and China trying to cozy up shit, dude. I mean, that's a mistake for them.
Yeah, aren't there any Canadians on here? Hello.
Yeah, they love coming to our place all the time, you know?
Yeah, there's lots of Canadians on Clubhouse, but maybe not in this room right now.
We're infested. Hollywood is infested by Canadians. Like, they all open up business.
Sure.
Probably say things in politics,
We live rent-free in their heads.
Only in there. I live in the Midwest. They're
I'm sorry.
maybe
I thought you were another Joanna. I'm so sorry I was calling you all.
that's all right. I'm used to it. People don't like smart white women.
Yeah, well, there's not me, so.
Mountain.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I recognize you from other rooms.
Oh, no. Yep. I just hanging out, Trying to have a little
Mountain's the only guy going around Clubhouse defending the best interest. Everyone's just like sitting back. Oh yeah, what up? Smoking some drinking alcohol. Nobody cares.
I care. Hey, don't go there, bud. We will have a debate.
I'm serious though. It's kind of puny that Americans aren't defending. I mean, they just literally, a lot of people just can't, dude. It's fucking.
moderators, whatever. I want to try to control our minds here. Content that we read for 3 to 10 minutes. This is an experiment. Thank you all for already contributing. Joanna, is there something you could read to us for 1 to 3 minutes?
No, I'm not playing right now. I
The
can't.
music,
I'm not
you didn't say anything about I read, man. Like, I participate. You didn't say thank you, man.
Sir, it's been recorded. Replays are on. Excellent submission. Extremely informing. Wonderful. Transcendent almost. Fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. Yeah, this is a good way. Maybe I'll start a podcast at some point in the future.
I have an idea for you. Oh,
You're
sorry.
on a podcast. What, Joanna?
I was going to say, I have an idea for a great podcast. You could buy a book online, or I think you can get it for free. It's called Who Will Tell the People? Pretty good read. Pretty helpful.
Yeah, send me. We'll have to talk about that, bro. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, I'll send it. I'll post it here if I can find it.
Yeah, I got the equipment. I got everything ready. I think I have a future in podcasting.
Don't cut chickens till they hatch. What do you think, Black? What do you think, Bane? Music? AI? What do you think? Hello?
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat chickens. Vegan.
Pepe in the house!
Musician. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan. So I don't know why you say such a disgusting things.
Rebono Shalom. You're on my podcast. I want to thank you for your submission. It's been recorded. It's in the record books now. Excellent work. Your tongue still works. Your brain still works. This room will not tolerate mockery. And I want to say that we're going to keep it ultra professional because mockery will not be tolerated.
Is that music?
Music? Music?
Music, you're so.
Also, so in this house, Clown House Mockery, making fun of you, there's 3 things we do here. 1 is we read to each other. 2 is we play music. And 3 is we, have conversation. But the number 2 rules in this house is reading to each other and playing music to each other. And then number 3 will be, the 3-card trick. You can pick whatever you want, but does everybody agree to the rules of the house?
Yeah, the only thing, musician, I'd add that we could add materials. I want to add the book so you guys can read it, but I can't.
Oh, okay. Let me put, can't you pin it to the top of the room?
Well, I'll try.
Let me try to, I added the room chat back in, so there's just so much spam on this app that, it's just, there's a lot of these stupid spam accounts that push out, scams and spams.
Yep, I added the book.
Pick a number 1 through 10. Joanna or Tassin. Pick a number 1 through 10 or Paige. And I'm going to read you from the sayings of the Buddha.
7.
Okay, this is called the Arahant. There is no burning for him who has completed the journey, who is free of sorrow, lives and all else, and who has broken off all chains. The mindful put forth great effort. They do not remain content in the household life, but leave their homes behind, just as swans leave a muddy lake. Arahants do not hoard. They take a right view of eating, focused on deliverance and void. They leave no trace like the path of birds in the sky. He who is free from obsessions, eating simply, clear-headed and focused on liberation, like a migrating bird, leaves no trace of a track in the sky. Even the gods delight in the presence of one who has freed himself from pride and mental obsessions, who has his senses under control, like horses trained by an expert trainer. Done with a round of rebirths, he is accepting as the earth, as firm as a doorpost, placid as a pond free of mud and dutiful. Whoever has reached a state of freedom through perfect wisdom, peaceful and unshakable, is nonviolent in his mind, his speech, his action. Whoever is in touch with the infinite, free of attachment, desireless is the highest among men. Delightful is the place where saints dwell, be it village or forest, cavern or open field. Delightful of forests, where more worldly men find no joy. Delightful of forests, where worldly men find no joy, being free of the pull of desire. Saints who seek no worldly pleasures find delight in such places. Welcome, baby, to the show.
What's going down, y'all? How y'all doing?
We chilling like a villain. How you feeling?
I'm feeling decent, man.
Funny with the money? Oh, you got me mistaken, honey? I don't want to rape you. I just want the paper. The visa, capisha. I'm not like the paper. Who's the head honcho? Slick, like cool macho. Welcome to the show. So this is called Clubhouse Mockery, making fun of you. Are you ready to get made fun of?
Who?
You, Babyface.
I bet, man. Yeah, man. I'm down with it, man. Let's play chess, man.
Okay, give us some lyrics that we're gonna create you a Babyface song.
I got a few Babyface songs. Let me see. We gotta create some new shit, though. Let's go with it. We're gonna start with some shit.
Okay, your groove is on the way. You've said too much. William Taz, welcome to the room. Come on up and show us what you got. This is Clownhouse Mockery, starring you.
Had cut my young hoe off to my natural girlfriend, eh?
Ooh, Ribona Shalom, my friend is here.
Ribona Shalom!
Kijk, richtig in dat boy.
Kaken in je takkers.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher t'shah mitzvotah v'tzivanu.
I say taking over. Show innocence for now.
Here you go, Babyface. This is your song called Memory. This is a proprietary copyright song just for you, Babyface.
Alright.
This is Clownhouse Mockery, starring you, Babyface.
Little dimple shine, like you're trying not to smile. That baby face, how you get away, say a while. Then you look my way, and I forgive you anytime, every day. With that baby face, baby face, show that you know it's way. I can't stay when you put on this thing. Still my weakness, it's that baby face, you grow, but your green stays, soft cheeks, same old mixture, just the corner of your mouth. Feel my angels. That baby face, how you get away, say you're mine.
Babyface brought to you by Babyface. Babyface. What a cute babyface. Okay, this is version 2. This is Babyface number 2 by Babyface. Brought to you by Babyface Recording Productions Incorporated. Part of Babyface Incorporated. A conglomerate of Babyface Inc.
Babyface.
Little Dimple Productions. Brought to you by Babyface. Babyface, this is a good time to invite people to the room. You're on the inside of the joke now, Babyface. Start inviting all your friends to Babyface. Babyface. Bolsheviks here. That's my kid. Come up here.
Oh, he left.
I should not be mocked. Okay, those Babyface songs are actually really good. Babyface is a good name. It is very hypnotizing looking at a babyface. So, my friend, welcome to the show. This is Clubhouse Mockery, making fun of you. King, come on up and show us what you got.
So what happened to Babyface?
Babyface probably had to go pamper his babyface. Did you hear the new Darren the Hood opera song?
Defeats the incumbent, take a seat. Make it sweet. National debt at 28 trillion spending built aloft to the sky. Cares act to take to hero rights and rights. American rescue on 19 million sides. Infrastructure and on to heroes and rails. Back to the hills, corporations fail. Inflation reduction, save the free. Tesla charges for the West Omnibus 21,900 people defense the tribal peace. COVID vaccines debates rage on. Some slaves turbo cancer storm. Studies show relief missed the right. Yet news swirls, questions untrue. John Kitover, writing bold, challenging the fools, voting told, defeats the incumbent, take a seat.
Okay, Zach, in this room, we have 2 rules. One is you can read anything for 3 to 10 minutes, and then number 2 is you can play music, and number 3 is the 3-card money. You can pick whatever you want. Trying to focus the mind on 3 topics here. Music, information transfer, or show us what you got.
Wait, what is option 3?
Show us what you got. You can do or say whatever you want for 3 to 10 minutes.
Oh, it's like a fresh 5.
There you go.
Okay.
Except Uncle Steve is in here to just yell at you while you're trying to get your fresh 5.
All right. Well, you know, I would tell you probably you should take the deepest breath of the day. Take the deepest breath that you've taken all day. I got a really good pickle here from the deli.
Okay, we could do that song. You want to do I got a really good pickle here from the deli?
Yeah, make it like a klezmer Jewish song. I got a pickle from the deli. I've not much wisdom.
Okay, well, that's kind of, people say that Bernie Sanders is a complete and total walking sack of human shit. But some people say he's actually a pickle farmer. And I gotta say, I've never personally grown a pickle. But I hear it comes from a cucumber. And if you look at the word cucumber, guess what you get? The Deli Pickle song, brought to you by my friend, the Tristan. Walking for a sandwich, trucked out with the dream, little glass jar kingdom song. Garlic and steam. Old man at the counter said, "You look like you're in luck." Pulled one from the barrel, said, "Kid, this is the good stuff. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Hey, crunch a lot of research and slices that meat. Fizzle up the big garnish, right on the Steve. I swear to you, think about the seed. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Who needs a miracle with a business only? Let's find it in my belly with a really good pickle from the deli. Juice running down my wrist, so now I can't keep pace. So heaven in a paper boat, right there in my face. Fresh will be proud of me. She's ready now to take another bite. If joy has flavor, this one tastes like this right now tonight. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Hey, punch on that cold research and slices that meat. Fizzle up my big goodness, right on the sleeve. I swear to this pickle from the sea. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Who needs a miracle? Some chase fame, some chase gold. I chase cucumbers in a barrel of cold. When the world feels heavy and the news gets thick, I take one bite and everything clicks. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Crunch and I'll go busy for life with me. Fill on the big colors, running on my sleeve. I swear it's a pickle from the sea. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Putting a miracle and lunches this holy. Let's find it in my belly with really good pickle. From the deli. From the deli. From the deli. Wow, right? Holy shit. That's a winner song. We published it.
That was good.
This is version 2. This is going in the playlist. For a sandwich, walked out with a dream. Little glass jar kingdom salt, garlic and steam. Old man at the counter said, "You look like you're in a pulled one from the barrel,
This is the good stuff. I got a really good pickle from the deli. Crunch. Always turns his smiles at me. Get off my feet, there's pride on my sleeve. I swear that this thing couldn't hurt to see. I got a really good pickle from the deli. It's a miracle that the teeth is all you believe. The best my day in my belly. With a really good pickle from the deli.
So if we wanted to turn this into a music video, I could just like screenshot a bunch of pickles, or you could do, you know, a pickle video. I mean, it's to turn this out into a video is super easy, but like to animate it, you know, at length, that's still the challenge. But anyways, what are you doing the rest of your Shabbos? It's now 12:52 here on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's snowing here. I went to jiu-jitsu and I got smacked by my friend who's a string bean, much skinnier than me, little string bean, little F word, but he still beat me at jiu-jitsu because he's better at jiu-jitsu than me. But then I did a driving lesson.
Wow. Got your ass whooped, and then you had to go sit with Miss Daisy.
Right, exactly. Driving Miss Daisy.
Well, do you have anything good you can read us for 3 to 10 minutes in the house?
I could read a little bit more about transformation.
Please proceed.
We wish to change and be transformed. We wish to make our lives as full and as useful as possible and to find and realize our own destiny. All these wish have their place in all of us. They are there because it is an ideal. All religions and all teachings agree that there is an ideal or perfect man. This perfection is not our own invention. The desire for it is part of our nature. Children look for it in their parents. As they grow older, the universal and objective. Even if they reject religion and refuse to associate the ideal man with God, the ideal still remains. We cannot live without it. The most distorted and horrible ideal is still, for the man who longs for it, his ideal. And he must try to reach it, whether he wishes or not. We have all kinds of other wishes unconnected with the ideal. Even when we're pursuing it, we are incessantly distracted in body, feelings, and mind. There's no stable unity in us that can wish always and in all states and conditions for the same thing. It is thus obvious to us all that we have in us a conflict of wishes. In the ordinary way, we shift from one wish to another according to what happens and attract our attention or according to the habits of behaviors we have formed. So long as life goes on in this way, the various impulses neutralize one another and we get nowhere. Or rather, we drift imperceptibly towards the gradual weakening of all wishes, which is the mark of growing old. When all wishes are feeble, we drift towards death. This should be understood by everyone and probably is, but not knowing what to do about it, most people close their minds to the situation and excuse themselves by blaming their circumstances. And yet what is really required is very simple. One must organize a struggle of desires or impulses. We have some power of choice, not perhaps as free as we imagine, and yet sufficient to organize the struggle of yes and no. For example, everyone can find in himself or herself inner attitudes of mind and outer habits of behavior that are contrary to their own ideal. He can ask himself if he wishes to keep or to be free from one or another of these. Out of this self-questioning can come a decision to struggle with the attitude or habit he has examined. This simple example illustrates what is meant by struggle. Struggle is possible because we are not one visible whole. One part of us can struggle with another, but only on condition of being aware of inward separation. This can be experienced very simply in relation to our own bodies. We usually say, I'm tired, when it's obviously correct to say, my body is tired. Perhaps I'm not tired at all. If so, I am separate from my body. I can then say to my body, you may be tired, but I want you to do this. A struggle may follow, and out of struggle, the body may obey me. The same kind of situation can arise in thousands of ways. Together, these form the second great source from which the process of transformation is kept going. Struggle with oneself can also be called self-discipline or work on oneself. It can apply to body, feelings, and mind, or to all three together. It can be on different levels of understanding and intensity. At this point, I'm concerned only to explain the basic principle that struggle depends on our being conscious within ourselves of a separation of yes and no. Only when we are conscious of separation can we make an active choice between the two. Bing.
Okay, excellent submission.
Bing, bing, bing.
And at the counter said, I got something that'll knock you off your feet. My top ball, hallelujah. Float like a dream in a boat so deep. My top ball, hallelujah.
We got Z here. We got Z in the audience.
Be something you know in passing.
Pickle from the deli. Hey, hey, hey. Pickle from the deli. Pickle, hey.
Asking people club, cause I'm partying and laughing to some of them will tell the same joke we've all heard before. We smile, we have some more. So many lights, take one more bite, last one more plate, everything's else. Oh yeah. Really good, everything made from my Eldorado. Obviously, prayers, sesame grace, all of our stories and every taste. I got the really good, everything made. Feels like I'm sitting at a table. Every little crumb, every little bite keeps every good. Feeling like one, two, hey! Sunday morning, doorbell ring, Bobby in a house coat, humming, grinning, a paper bag crinkling, steam on her glasses. You eat something, you'll grow with passion. I got a really good everything big from the inside of my grill. Sesame grace, all of our stories and every taste. I got a really good everything big. Feels like I'm tells the same joke we've all heard before. We groan, we smile, we ask for more. I got a really good everything bagel from nuggets and up my cradle. Poppy seed bread, sesame graze, all of our stories in every case. I got a really good everything bagel. Hey, feels like I'm sitting at the table. Every little crumb, every little bite makes the whole world feel alright. Salt on my fingers, tears in my eyes. How did a circle hold so many lives? Take one more bite, pass one more plate. We're late for everything, it still tastes great. I got a really good everything bagel from the hits that held my cradle. Poppy seed bread, sesame graze, all of our stories in every taste. I got a really good everything bagel. Feels like I'm sitting at the table. Every little crumb, every little bite keeps every goodbye. Feeling alive.
Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby, Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby, Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby. Straight from master cordial, flaming sword. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Just take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, 9, 11, 10, 9, 9. Hold, 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 let it go, 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 go. Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby, Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby, Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby. Strike the master chord, draw the flaming sword. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, 9, 11, 10, 9, 9. Hold, 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 let it go, 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 go. Santa baby, my little Santa baby, Santa baby, my little Santa baby, Santa baby, oh my little Santa baby.
1, 2, 2, hey! Sunday morning, doorbell ringing, Bobby in a house coat, humming, grinning, the paper bag crinkling, steam on her glasses, milk, eat something you'll grow with fast. I got a regular big plan that I'm a real. How she prays, sesame cookies, all of our stories and every taste. I got a really good everything bagel. Feels like I'm sitting at a table. Every little crumb, every little bite makes the whole world feel alright. Counter crowded, plastic tablecloth, cousin on accordion, laughing too soft. Tells the same joke we've all heard before. We groan, we smile, we ask for more. I got a really good everything bagel from nuggets in my cradle. Poppy seed bread, sesame graze, all of our stories in every case. I got a really good everything bagel. Hey, feels like I'm sitting at a table. Every little crumb, every little bite makes the whole world feel alright. Salt on my fingers, tears in my eyes. How did a circle hold so many lives? Take one more bite, pass one more plate. We're late for everything, it still tastes great. Oh, yeah. Really good, everything bagel from the hits that held my cradle. Poppy seed bread, sesame graze, all of our stories in every taste. I got a really good everything bagel. Feels like I'm sitting at the table. Every little crumb, every little bite keeps every goodbye. Walking to the deli, snow on my coat, bell on the door, gave a tired little note. Old man at the counter said, kid, you look beat. I got something warm that'll knock you off your feet. What's up, oh, hallelujah. Floating like a dream in a bowl so deep. What's up, oh, hallelujah. One good spin I could almost weep. What's up, oh, hallelujah. Steam in my face, I can finally breathe. What's up, oh, hallelujah. This is what my hungry heart believes. Breath cold as sunset, parsley on top. Carrots doing circles, they don't want to stop. Hey, Craig. Hey, Craig, this babe put me in your queue now. Took that first sip, time slow in the chair.
I follow you though, it's kind of crazy, but I guess I just follow anybody now. But
Well, you really can't fuck with me because that's on your mother's life, motherfucker. Laughing from an empty air. My top, oh, hallelujah. Flow like a dream in a bowl so deep. I just want to quote Big Lies say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Big Lie, 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 Big Lie. This is what my hungry heart believes. Some find faith in mountains, some in stars above. Me, I find my miracles in chicken soup and love.
Finally, I can start typing. I'm sorry to interrupt, baby girl. Can you take 1 second? I'm sorry for this. It's not gonna take long. Craig, I rock with you. Like, what the fucking heliante? Oh my goodness gracious! You know I'm born in Canada. Honey, out there, like, what the flying fuck shit fuck? Like, seriously. Anyway, hello, hey everybody. How's everybody's day going? I hope everybody's having a great damn motherfucking, day. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because it's the truth, Y'all such a motherfucker. Yeah, so I feel great for you. Stupid ass fucking mutt. Shut up, bitch. You live in fucking Canada. You don't even belong here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking ugly ass fucking alien. You fucking ugly fish smelling ass little bitch. Fuck out of here, bitch. You ain't got no motherfucking money, bitch. You are a bum. Bitch, you are the fucking lowest of the lows, bitch. You fucking wear stiff ass wigs. You look like a mess.
look like a germ, bitch. You're ugly as fuck on my soul, bitch. You a homeless bitch in Canada. Stop sitting here acting like you got all this fucking money up over there, bitch. Don't nobody fuck with you in your own fucking area that you live in, bitch. You're a filthy ass joke. Nobody looks at you and takes you serious with shit, bitch. You're fishy, you're nasty, you're dirty, you're ugly. You look like a mud, you're stinky, you look like a frog in the face, you're filthy as hell. We don't care about you or where you live at. We don't give a fuck about your family, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You always say hear all these fucking ad-libs and all these noises, bitch. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that. And when I find your real name, bitch, I'm gonna fucking rub it on you. You hear me, man? You hear me? Oh yeah. Ain't no on y'all. It's on y'all. Fuck out of here, bitch. You have no fucking money on y'all. You don't have money. You're just mad because you can't do it right. Ugly raccoon looking bitch. Bitch, you look like a fucking 8-bit lizard, bitch. You're ugly as hell. Meanwhile, please don't go over when I find this photo of you fucking.
What up, Mark?
That's what I say when I look at you. These are bitches you should fight. Girl, get out of here, you dusty bitch. I'm finna sneeze. You sit right next to me. You full of dust. No. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it, bitch. Listen and learn. That's how you do it, bitch. Fuck out of here. Girl, shut up. You're an ugly asshole. You look like a fucking ashy elbow, bitch. Why are you talking to me? I'm a goofy fuck around. Stinking ass ugly fart long. That's what we should call you. Let me find your fucking photo, fart long. Let me find your fucking photo where you have this big ass ashy wig. Every time I post this photo of you, you always get turning. Why is that? Why do you always run? And the next time you try to send my man a fucking picture of you, it's off with your head. Do you hear me? You have one more time to send my man a picture of you. That man did not want you. My man did